Coming up on this edition of Carolina Insider, a new program created by a Midlands animal rescue organization is giving back to those who have given so much. Also, one local school has reached capacity and is now in the works of finding alternative plans to deal with the overcrowding. But first, see how one member of the UofSC Volyball team is taking her talent to a brand new court. Carolina Insider starts now. Hello and thank you for joining us. I'm McKenna Cieslak. Our top story tonight, thousands of people are streaming into Columbia as we speak. The city's very own Colonial Life Arena hosts 5 NCAA tournament basketball games this weekend, starting today. Virginia, the #1 seed for the South region, will play Gardner-Webb at 3:45. The most anticipated game of the night, Duke, the #1 seed in the East region, will play at 7:10. Zion Williamson, college basketball's biggest star at Duke, is returning to play in his home state. According to the state newspaper, this will be the first time Columbia has hosted March Madness since 1970. Back on campus, one of USC's very own athletes is trying out for another sport. Here with the details about that in today's Garnet Report is Callista Brown. Callista?
Thanks, McKenna. I'm here at the Carolina Volleyball Center to talk with rising senior Michaela Shields as she unpacks from her trip to the Olympic Training Center. Michaela's represented Team USA once before. She explains how wearing the red, white, and blue is different than wearing the garnet and black.
Gamecock athletics is a big part of me, and it has been for the last 4 years. And USA is different in that it's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To represent your country is amazing in any sense of the word. And, it's both definitely, it's an honor either way.
Michaela will learn her results from this year's tryout in roughly a month. To follow her journey, follow Gamecock Volleyball's social media accounts. For Carolina Insider, I'm Callista Brown.
Thanks, Callista. Many areas in the Midlands are growing rapidly, and the town of Chapin is no exception. As Carolina Insider's Brandon Weeks explains, overcrowding is forcing officials and residents to come up with new solutions to handle the rising population, especially in the schools.
Longer lunch lines, fewer activities, and less opportunity. These are just some of the problems kids are dealing with at Chapin Elementary. Built to serve 750 students, the school is now well over capacity with nearly 900. Some parents, like Desiree Watson, are not happy.
What happens between teacher and student is a very valuable process.
She and other parents feel the class sizes are just too large for their kids to have critical one-on-one time with the teacher. And the school district agrees. Earlier this year, they implemented a freeze policy requiring new students who move to the area to go to a different school.
We needed to make some adjustments in order to make sure that all of our students are getting not only quality education, but getting the best education that District 5 can provide to them.
Michael Harris is Chief of Planning and Administration for Lexington-Richland District 5. He says the long-term plan is to build a new 2-story school at the end of Amex Ferry Road. Construction is on track to begin this year and is expected to take about 2 years. But that solution doesn't sit well with some people who live here, a quiet community alongside the lake. They feel that the new school will bring unwanted traffic to the narrow roads. Harris says the district is working closely with the Department of Motor Vehicles and other state agencies to address some of these traffic concerns, but he does say the plan is to move forward. For Carolina Insider, I'm Brandon Weeks.
In environmental news, the Trump administration says it wants preparatory work for offshore drilling to continue, while a lawsuit against it makes its way through the courts. This week, attorneys for the federal government filed court papers asking a judge to deny a drilling injunction. A number of coastal communities, along with the state, don't want the drilling to happen for fear it will hurt endangered species and potentially pollute beaches. A local rescue animal organization is launching a new program that will help veterans who need help with their animals. Palmetto Lifeline is partnering with Veteran Affairs to identify vets who need pet care while they're in the hospital. The organization will foster, board, and bring animals up to date on shots and treat any other medical issues. It's also that veterans won't have to worry about paying for pet care while receiving medical treatment themselves.
Some of our veterans who have made so many sacrifices for our country, and many times all they have in their lives is a pet, a dog or a cat.
The program will be called Boots in Service, named after Governor McMaster's bulldog Boots, who passed away from cancer. Palmetto Lifeline plans to roll the program out soon in Richland and Lexington counties. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider, a student production here in the Kennedy Greenhouse studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. We'll see you back here on Wednesday.